Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm looking at a power station from ALLPOWERS. With this is a 299 watt hour capacity battery, and it is running at 25.6 volts at 11.68 amps. The net weight here is 12.8 pounds. In terms of the size of this is 11.2 inches long, 7.6 inches deep, and 7.5 inches tall. This does have Bluetooth support with this, and you can connect this to your phone. I will showcase the app here in a little bit. It is really cool because you get to monitor all the different things that are going on with the power station and just keep an eye on it. Now, this does have support for a solar panel, or you get to plug this into a regular wall outlet. I don't have the solar panel, so I can't test that out, but I do like the fact that you have that option. So this is going to be great for anybody that is going out camping. This also has an uninterruptible power supply function, so you can keep this plugged into an outlet, and then whatever you want plugged into this will get power immediately if the power at your house ever goes out, so you won't disrupt that power supply. So this would be great, for instance, for a fridge. Just keep in mind the limitation here with the amount of power that this has with it, with the 299 watt hours. Looking at the out ports though, here we have two AC outputs. These are going to run at 100 to 120 volts or 220 to 240 volts at 600 watt max. This can surge up to 1200 watts though. You also have two USB type A ports, and here these run at 5 volt 3 amps, 9 volt 2 amps, 12 volt 1.5 amps at 36 watt max. You also have two USB type C ports. With this, you have 5, 9, and 15 volts at 3 amps, 20 volt at 5 amps with the 200 watt max on this, but that is split between the two. You can see on the front here it says USB-C 100 watts, so it's 100 watts each. For the car port, this is DC5525, and you have two of them. This goes 12 volt at 10 amps with 120 watt max. There is a wireless charger at the top, and that is 15 watts on the max with that. For the battery type, this is a lithium iron phosphate battery, and then you have the high temp protection, low temp protection, over discharge protection, over charge protection, over load protection, short circuit protection, and over current protection. For the environmental temperatures here, in terms of what this can handle, the charge temperature is 0 to 40 degrees Celsius, which is 32 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Discharge temperature is -10 to 40 degrees Celsius, which is 14 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The storage temperature is -20 to 40 degrees Celsius, which is -4 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Operating humidity range is 10 to 90%. For inputs, you have an AC input, and this is how you're going to charge this potentially, and that is 100 to 120 volts at 4 amps with 400 watt max. Or you can do 220 to 240 volt at 2 amps for 400 watts max. Solar input is 12 to 60 volt at 12 amps, and this can go to 300 watts on the max there. The car charger input is 12 or 24 volt DC on that. With this, you do have a really nice display that is giving you the input and the output. It tells you the total amount of battery that you have, and then how long that's potentially going to last. At the very top, you'll find a ton of different icons that tell you what's going on with this. So you have power saving mode, fast charge mode, mute mode, output overload, DC indicates, AC indicates, the UPS indicates, fan operating ID, car charge output, and then the Bluetooth connection. With all of these, you simply press the button here, and then it will illuminate and let you know, hey, these ports have power now to them. With charging this up, I used AC only here. Again, I do not have the solar panel, but I was impressed with how quick this does charge. So this can charge extremely fast, and you can see here I have 432 to 433 watts for the input, and it's running at 60 hertz. It also tells me next to that the amount of time I have left for this to reach fully charged, which is 10 minutes. Now this does have a fan inside of it to keep everything cool, and this does click on depending on the input and the output, but I did want to do a sound test for that so you guys know how loud this is. So hopefully that helps you with understanding how loud this can potentially get. It doesn't run all the time, but when it does, it is quite loud. Now I'm just showcasing myself charging my phone here, and this will charge very fast with the USB Type-C input there. And I did want to showcase the app really quick because I have my phone out, and here it's showing you that it is recharging the input, the output, what is turned on. I can turn off the ports, or I can turn them back on. You can turn on whichever the frequency, the hertz that you want this to run at. And you can also turn on the LED light, which I'm going to showcase what that looks like when it's turned on in a dark room here in a second. Now there's one other tab that I don't showcase in the app here, but with that you have the settings for work mode or mute mode. You have an eco mode that you can turn on, eco mode shutdown times, and a high powered mode. Now there were some storms that blew through my area and actually knocked out power to a lot of people in this area and a lot of businesses, and actually mine was one where we lost power and it took about 4 days to turn back on. Now this isn't going to power an AC unit, but with this I was able to power fans in the gym, utilize the light and plug in some LED light strips that we had, and still train clients. This is early in the morning before it gets incredibly hot, and it worked out great. So I was very fortunate to have this because it still allowed me to train some people. Looking at the LED light here, I don't know how much power this has with it, so what the wattage is of it, just because they don't actually say that in the user manual. It's not listed on their site. It gets decently bright. It's not something that I would probably utilize a lot, but if you're in a bind and you need a light, it is very nice that this has it. So this was just crazy in terms of the timing with me actually needing something like this. It helped out a ton. I'm glad I have one of these now. I do want to get the solar panel down the road so I can test that out. In terms of the price, this is normally $299. They do have a sale right now, so you can get this for much cheaper. The 100 watt solar panel is $169.99. That is currently on sale as well, so you can get a good deal for both of these. If I do get that down the road, I will do a separate video showcasing how this recharges with that solar panel. But for me utilizing this in the studio, I ran the 2 fans and the LED light strip for a little over an hour, and it used 40% of the battery. But if you want to know what this is going to give you in terms of the usage, there are calculators online that you can utilize to figure out, all right, if I need to run this, how long could I run it with the 299 watt hours that this has? Well, that's going to be it for this video. I will have a link for this in the description if you want to pick it up, as well as the solar panel that you can get for it. Definitely check out those sales while they're going on, because you can get a great deal. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.